Hey guys, Chris Callaway here with Callaway Classics. Just giving you a rundown today on one of our cars. But real quick, just want to give you a little background information on us. We are a small classic car and truck dealership located in Marshall, Virginia. We operate out of two buildings that have previously been the longest continuously operated Ford dealership in America. It was built in 1915, stayed as a Ford dealership until 2019. We mainly focus on 60s and early 70s American vehicles, but we also deal with some newer specialty vehicles and some Japanese cars from the 90s and early 2000s. So this is just a quick shot of one of our buildings here. It used to be the service space for the old Ford dealership. And we'll head on outside to the car we're working with today, which is a 1965 Ford Mustang Coupe. So a little bit of a diamond in the rough here. Just needs a little bit of work to be 100% roadworthy. But she runs, drives, stops, does all the basics, goes in reverse. Is a great starting point if you're trying to get into a classic car affordably. Got a bunch of extra parts that go with it. Front bumpers, rear bumpers. We'll take a look later on at what else we've got in the trunk with some spare parts. So this is a C-code car, meaning it's a 289 two-barrel from the factory, but someone along the way converted it over to a four-barrel. It is 5-lug hubs. That's what the V8s came with that year. If you got a 6-cylinder, a T-code, you only had 4 lugs on the wheels. This car was originally silver blue paint, which is a beautiful color on these cars. We have a 66 that's in that color. Somewhere along the way, got an Earl Scheib paint job. If you don't know who that is, go online and check that out. Some good videos on his advertising and paint work. You can see that right up here, some of the silver blue coming out that it used to look like. So what we've done with this car is just the basics to get it up and running, moving around. New fuel tank, new carburetor, fuel pump, voltage regulator. Did a little bit of brake work so it could stop all right. And that's all we've really done to it. No detailing on the inside, just wiped it down on the outside. This is just left as it is for the next owner to do what they will with it. You know, some people will do a nut and bolt restoration on this. Others will just get it up and running a little bit better, tuned up so it can pass the state inspection and just drive around as it is. So right now it won't pass the state inspection for a number of reasons. The tires should be replaced. There's a safety issue. The horn does not work. I'm going to point out a few other things as we go around the car as to what it needs. But again, this is a great starting point for someone who has the time and the knowledge. Even if you don't have knowledge, this is a great car to learn on. The lights do work. Driver's headlight is out, but the other one does work. High beam as well. Blinkers work. The rear taillights work. The brake lights do not work. I have not investigated to see what's going on, if it's a switch or what have you. It does not have reverse lights because they're just not there. Real quick, we'll take a look at the trim tag here. It's on the door. This tells you what the car left with from the factory. So we'll just break this down real quick. 65A is a 2-door coupe. Y is the silver blue that I was talking about earlier that the car was originally painted in. 22 is the interior color, that's medium blue. 02R, R is the month of April that it was produced on the 2nd day of April, that's the 02 there. The DSO is 71, that's Los Angeles. The axle here is 6, which means it's a 2.8 differential rear ratio. And 6 is the transmission. This is a C4 automatic transmission. And then here's your VIN, which we'll hop over. You also have this inside the fender wells. So 5 is for 1965, year it was produced, or the model year I should say. R is the assembly plant it came out of, which was San Jose, California. 07 is the hardtop coupe. C is what I was talking about earlier, the motor that it came with, 2-barrel 289. And then the rest of this is just the sequence number for the VIN. All right, now let's take a look at the inside here. So again, I haven't done anything with this as far as detailing. So obviously it needs new carpet. Seats are in okay shape. This one has a tear, but the other ones are holding out all right. And there's the bumpers I was talking about earlier. Headliner's doing okay. Got speakers in the back, they do not work. passenger window, rear window won't go down. All the other windows do go up and go back down though. All right, let's fire her up. Oh yeah. Hear that custom exhaust? Yeah, it's because the mufflers have been rotted out. That's custom for you. But it does sound good. And runs good. Sounds healthy. So at this point I'm going to go up and down the body so you get a good look at what's going on here. Hood here real quick. Get a good look at the trunk here. And the vinyl top is checkered. Got some holes, some scratches and tears here. I always get asked a lot if there's any rust underneath. I don't have x-ray vision, so I can't tell underneath, but I don't see anything bubbling up. The trim work overall seems to be holding up pretty well. It's all the chrome and metal work around the edges here. Take a quick look underneath the hood here. There she is, 289. Like I said before, it has a 4-barrel on it now. It's not a glamorous engine bay, but it's got room for potential. As long as the time and the means, they could pull this out, detail the engine bay, repaint it. Over here we've got the VIN stamped into the inner fender well here. Like I was rattling off earlier, giving you the breakdown. It's a C code 289 2-barrel from the factory. And that matches up with the door tag that we have on the door. Like I mentioned before, some new brake parts. There's a new master cylinder there. New fuel pump. There's some of that nice pretty blue from before. All right, take a look inside the trunk here. Check out these extra goodies, some extra parts we got. Spare tire, some Callaway plates, old radio. There's the bezel. Check this out. Around the headlight cover, some window motors, some visors, all kinds of goodies. Plenty to work with. Get a closer look at the metal work here. And what a lot of people ask about inside the quarters here. Looks like maybe they put new quarters on this section here. So I didn't get a very good angle, but as always, I've got pictures of our cars on our website at CallawayClassics.com. You get a lot more detailed photos without me wiggling around with this camera. Trunk does latch. It's always nice. All right, here we are underneath, taking a look. Looks like the floors have been replaced in certain sections here and there. Looks like this section here
and these two here and here. Not the greatest underside, but not the worst. You know, so they do a little drop down work also. This section right here, these drop down pieces. There's a new gas tank we put in. Frame rails though are intact.
Alright, we're just going to take her outside of town real quick. Just drive through the town of Marshall here. It's 25 miles an hour. Speedo is fairly accurate. It's off by a few miles per hour. Temperature gauge does work. Fuel gauge does not seem to be working. Some other features we got inside. It's got a radio, aftermarket radio head unit here. It does not work right now. There are speakers in the back, so I don't know what's going on there. Like I said, we haven't gone through everything on this car. It's kind of an as-is vehicle. The blower motor does work here. Let's see, we can turn it on. I don't know if you can hear that, pick up on it on the video over the exhaust, but it is blowing, so that's nice. You can hear some stuff rattling around. That's spare parts, extra bumpers we got. Riding shotgun with me. Over here, no glove box door, so nice easy access to that dash back there. Take that as you will, pro or con. Headliner, you can't quite see that in the video, it's not too bad. It doesn't have the horn, just to yell at people if they get in your way. Hear that custom exhaust that's brought to you by Rust in the mufflers. Mufflers have been rusted through, so they sound pretty good, but have holes in them. Alright, open her up a little bit, it's half throttle. A little bit of about 55. Like I said, tires are pretty old, so take it easy on her. Check out the turn radius on this bad boy. Alright. Shifts through the gear nice and easy. Read 55, we're doing 52, off a little bit. Pulls the right just a little bit. Sure, the road pulls a little bit, but maybe the suspension has some also. Try the brakes here. pull to the right just a little bit. Nothing major, but it does pull to the right when you hit the brakes. So overall, for its condition, its age, drives pretty decent. Sure could use some upgrades here and there, and just a good once over. But again, it's a great foundation for someone looking to get into a project. I mean, it's already running and driving. You know, a lot of the cars out there don't even have motors in them that are project cars, so it's a great head start on something like this. And that's the rundown for the car today. Thanks for checking out the video. If you liked it, please subscribe. We're working on getting more videos out like this. If there's anything else you want to see or know about these cars or any others, just let me know.